from Milan to St Moritz on the world-famous Bernina Express. This was one of the most beautiful train trips I've taken from Milan, but the experience really depends on how well you plan it. So here are some of my tips to make your Bernina experience better. Tip 1. I cannot stress this enough. Book early. We booked this about half a year in advance, and honestly, I'm so glad we did. The Panoramic Bernina Express only runs a few times a day, so if you book last minute, you might only get that sad leftover seat. And on a panoramic train, your seat is basically the whole experience. Tip number 2. Not all window seats are equal. So definitely you need to book a window seat for this train. From Tirano to St Moritz, I personally recommend sitting on the left side and on the right side on the way back. But facing backward is not bad either. If you sit near the front or back, you'll be able to see the red train cars curving. So for photos or videos, the side matters, but the carriage position is also super important. Tip number 3. Arrive early at Milano Centrale. Of course, we had to start with a quick cova brioche, but then we went straight to the train. To get to Tirano from Milan, you need to take Trenord, and if you live in Milan, you know how they are. It runs every hour, and it takes about 2.5 hours to get to Tirano. This is the train that stops at Varenna, where all the late Como tourists get off. So if you take a morning train, arrive at Centrale at least 30 minutes early. Otherwise, you might end up sitting on the floor for the first hour of your trip. Tip number 4, leave buffer time for Tirano. The Bernina Express from Tirano to St Moritz take around 2 hours and 15 minutes. The exchange in this station is super fast because it's a very tiny station, but because you paid for this very expensive train ride, you really don't want to miss it. Anyways, Tirano is super worth the stop. It's a cute, calm, and most importantly, a very Italian city. You can have a proper lunch at a normal Italian price and amazing quality. Also, if you have time, you can walk 10 minutes into the city and you'll be able to find the iconic location where the Bernina train passes directly through the street. Tip number 5, the panoramic train is beautiful, but not perfect. We took second class and it has a 2x2 configuration. Usually this train is fully booked and the windows go all the way to the top. So yes, the views are stunning and they do have space for your luggage, but there is no normal overhead luggage space. So if you have a big backpack, it can feel a little tight. What is cute about the panoramic train is that during the train, they also give you some cute souvenirs. We got a local herbal iced tea and a box of Lindt chocolate in a cute Bernina Express box. Tip number 6, make sure you bring some layers, sunglasses, and snacks. This Bernina route is part of the UNESCO World Heritage Railway landscape, and when you see how the train climbs through the mountains, you understand why. But as the train goes up, you really feel the temperature drop. The panoramic train also includes a stop at Alpgrum, where you can get out and take a look at the glacier view. But for this, you really need to make sure you bring something warm. You might leave Milan in 30 degrees, but up there, it really can feel like 5. When I went in April the previous time, it was even snowing. Also, make sure you bring some sunglasses. The panoramic train is basically a beautiful glass box going up into the mountains, and it gets really bright. And since basically you will just be sitting in the train for all these hours, you will thank me later when you have your snacks with you. Tip number 7, consider taking the regional train on one of the ways. On the way back, we took the regular regional train from Pontresina, and honestly, I loved it. It might have been even better than the panoramic train because it's cheaper, more flexible, and usually way less crowded. The regional trains are much more frequent. You don't need to book in advance, and also you can open the windows. So for filming, breathing, and avoiding window reflections, the regional train could make more sense. But for sure, the Panoramic Bernina Express is a bucket list version. So my recommendation is this: take the panoramic train one way and the regional train the other way. So this is a super long day, but with careful planning, you can have a very nice experience. What is the coolest train trip you've ever taken? Let me know in the comments. Follow Musicissima for more travel adventures like this.